Recently, President Biden and his administration made an aggressive push to reopen schools that haven't opened yet. One of the biggest factors of this was students and teachers from the safety of the virus. The next day, President Biden announced a new federal program that enables teachers around the nation to get at least the first dose of the coronavirus vaccine before the end of March. Mr. Flores, the Communication Arts and Journalism instructor, has received his first dose, and he explains.
The reason I chose to get the vaccine in the first place is because a huge amount of my time and money and free time and free money go to traveling and go to seeing concerts and seeing friends and hanging out with people. And so I've just missed all of that, and I can't wait to get back to as close to normal as possible. The experience of getting the shot was kind of interesting for me because the actual needle is what I was terrified of. But then 14 hours later, it did hit me pretty hard. I got a little bit of a fever and a little bit of the shakes. Didn't last very long. Woke up a little weak, but then after that, felt better pretty quick and totally would do it again if I had to. No regrets. Still glad that I did it.
Miss Beller, English and MSU dual credit instructor, has gotten her first dose as well.
I chose to get the COVID vaccine because I hope to be one more person allowing everyone to be closer to herd immunity. For parents and students in the future thinking about getting the vaccine, if they're okay with shots, I would definitely recommend getting it. After getting the COVID shot, I can quote one of my friends, "is a swift mule kick to the arm."
Math and computer science instructor Mr. Van Cleve has also gotten the vaccine as well.
Well, I guess I just believe overall in vaccines, and in order to eradicate a disease, you need the large majority of your population vaccinated. So I just kind of felt like I was doing my part. So I got mine in 2 doses. After the first dose, my arm was just a little bit sore the next morning, and that was it. After my second dose, my arm was sore for a couple of days, and the soreness seems to kind of come and go, and I felt a little bit run down, a little bit tired. I would recommend everybody to get the vaccine because it will only work if everybody gets it. Otherwise, the virus will just keep spreading through people that aren't vaccinated.
For more information on the coronavirus vaccine, visit www.cdc.gov/coronavirus.
The year is slowly coming to an end as we are all in 4th quarter. We will be sending off some seniors, so for one of the last times, let's see what they think about their high school career and what the hardest parts were.
My hardest grade from my whole high school career for me personally was probably my senior year because of the classes I chose and just the fact that you have a certain amount of time to get all registered for college and realize that you're going to go into the real world and just because I have only a quarter left until I'm graduating, so I got to get all my other stuff done.
My advice for underclassmen or just any high schooler in general is don't procrastinate. Make sure you do your assignments on time because if you're like me, you'll wait till the day before spring break ends to do your papers, and it's absolutely horrible. And just have fun. Don't stress too much about it and you'll have fun.
My hardest year mentally was sophomore year. I had no motivation for any of the classes I was taking, and I didn't feel inspired at all. My hardest class was probably pre-calc. I decided to take it senior year, which was a terrible idea for me at least, because my motivation went down the drain, so I dropped out at semester.
One piece of advice I'd give to a younger classman is just to research colleges and research what you want to do with your life.
My hardest year was definitely sophomore year because it was my first introduction to harder classes, and my hardest class has been anatomy and physiology just because it had a lot of memorization and studying.
This year, we will be sending off lots of seniors. They have been through all the 4 years and have seen the sights of a high school career.
Some things I'm excited for this season are to see how much the team grows. We've been working really hard and we still don't have the team chemistry because we're a young team and we don't have a lot of experience, but going forward through the season I think that we're going to get a lot of play time and that's going to make our team better as a whole.
So our goals for this season is basically to just continually improve every game, do a little bit better. We haven't won a game yet, but the scores against us are dropping, so that's good, and we might tie it up and maybe after that even win a game. We've been practicing really hard. We've been running a lot, doing a lot of conditioning. We're working on our soccer skills, and hopefully once we get those down, we'll be able to win some games and just make things happen.
Fairgrove High School's golf team has been working hard for their season. Here's Macy McAtee and Coach Ramsey for some more information.
We didn't do any preseason stuff. The players could go out and play on their own. If they wanted to go to the range, they could go to the range on their own. But preseason stuff, we just kind of waiting until season got here before we really got going. Right now, Josh Orr is our #1 golfer, and he'll be competing against other #1s from other schools. 2 through 5. We haven't really determined yet. We'll get out, we'll get some scores together, and then we'll see who is 2 through 5 and who we're going to take to tournaments. But right now, Joshua Orr is probably the one that has solidified that #1 spot. I think we've come a long ways since the beginning. There's still a lot of stuff we've got to work on. Our mechanics and just hitting the ball, getting our swings down is kind of the main thing that we're focused on right now. I'm hoping by then we'll just be able to hit the ball and have a mindset of playing each shot individually and not looking forward to each and every individual score, but more just working on hitting the shot that we need to hit for the next approach.
In golf, we go to the driving range a lot and we also go play the course. The goal is to get par or better when you're playing the course. My favorite part is just going out every day. It's really nice weather and just playing the course with everyone.
Fairgrove High School is full of very unique students. One in particular is Cooper Zumwalt. Zumwalt is associated heavily in the theater department and is also in volleyball.
Currently, I am involved in speech, theater, I play volleyball outside of school, and I'm also in Stuco. So within the drama department, I'm actually the speech president, but right now we're doing Shrek the Musical and I'm playing Shrek.
Cooper Zumwalt is a fantastic asset for the speech and theater department. This year we had virtual speech tournaments and he single-handedly programmed our tournament and helped host it. He also recorded his classmates and uploaded the videos for me so that they could compete in virtual tournaments this year. We've had a lot of success and I'm very thankful that he was able to work with all the students and help them in the recording process. Cooper, furthermore, is a mentor to some of our younger students and he has been recruiting students to join the program. I really appreciate his enthusiasm, his positivity, and all the hard work and dedication he puts into the program.
So things started to really get kind of stressful for me when COVID hit and I'm balancing all these different activities, including speech, which I have to film like 30 plus videos every month and send them into tournaments. And I really kind of managed this by sitting down and delegating all my power to different people and having them take some tasks up. And then we really started to sit down and have a set schedule, and I truly started to navigating these times. I chose these activities because, first of all, I enjoy them, but also, even within, especially theater, we all try to find a place for someone, and I truly found my place within theater. My best advice for staying motivated, especially in these times, is to go ahead and look at the positive that's going to come out of whatever you do. Whether it's a homework assignment or doing some sort of activity, you really just need to start to look for that positive thing that's going to come out of the end, like that award, that grade, just the future.